Hello, my name is Antonia, and today I'm going to start talking about my book talk. So, introduction. Hook. I remember when I was little, I was in a garden named Muelles, and there my best friend Juanita had a very belligerent mother, because if Juanita don't do what she wants, then her mom wants to start a fight, and she was very temperamental. So I put like in the shoes of Juanita. If I would have a mother that treat me like that, I would obviously when I grow up like fix the things. Because if we don't fix the things, then the mother wanted to repeat and repeat it again. So now we're going to start going more into the book, setting the settings of Calpurnia Tate, and all this special event that Calpurnia goes from the evolution through now Calpurnia. Now we're going to start. So, the book that I chose was The Evolution of Calpurnia Tate by Jack Kelly. The first published that it has this book was in 2009, and the first set was in 1899 in Texas. And there where all Calpurnia's adventure almost starts. The thing that I was going to talk about is different expectatives, because Calpurnia and her mom have different expectations. Mom wanted what mom was very strict with her because she was learned to cook, she learned to knit and all the grown-up things that the girls need to learn, but when we're more adults. And yes, but mom wanted to teach all the things to Calpurnia, but she wanted to stay with her grandfather, and she wanted to stay with the grandfather, and the grandfather was studying the science, so she was very interested because her grandfather like bought her books and bought her all the things that the science need. So she was very going through the science, and she don't want it to be like a person that know all the models of the girls, because she was the only girl out of 7 brothers. So I also understand the mom. Like the mom wanted to Calpurnia be something that she could not be. Like she wanted Calpurnia to be neat and to be interested in all that things. But unfortunately, Calpurnia was not. Calpurnia was interested like in all I always said the science, and most be with her father, because the grandfather understands she and don't, and her grandfather never forced Calpurnia to do something that she don't want her to do. So Calpurnia also wanted to change her future because she don't want it to be all time in the school or learning how to knit and cook. That things we learn it when we grow up. She wanted to change her future. She wanted to like don't be a person that was only interested on cook and knit. She wanted to be a person that the voice of her matter. That was the special thing that her grandma made her feel. So that's why I think Calpurnia was interested in science, not in the things that her mom said. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you about the protagonist analysis of my book. So, first main protagonist is named Calpurnia Tate, but her brothers call her Callie V. She's an 11-year-old out of 7 brothers that she has. Calpurnia is courteous with other people, and also impulsive sometimes with her mother. The evidence of courteous. Why, thank you, Callie, she said. Such lovely manners. The evidence of impulsive. I asked my mother if I could cut my hair, which hung in dense swelter all the way down my back. She said no. Wouldn't have running about like a short savage. I found this manifestly unfair. to say nothing of hot. So I devised a plan. Every week I will cut 1 inch of my hair. Okay, so now that you read the analysis of my protagonist and the evidence, now we're going to start with the conflict of all the book. So, today I'm going to start talking about the conflict, the reason of why this old book created. So, basically in this passage, it is a conflict because Calpurnia's mom and dad wanted to carry one of Calpurnia's brother to different schools and different jobs. So, passage, mother didn't like to hear it. She wanted 17-year-old Harry, her oldest, to become a gentleman. She had plans to send him off to the university in Austin, 50 miles away, when she turned 18. According to the newspaper, there were 500 students at the university. 17 of them were chaperoned young ladies in the School of the Library Arts. Father's plan was different. He wanted Harry to be a businessman and one day take over the cotton, gin, and the pecan orchards and join the Freemasons, as he had. Father apparently didn't think piano lessons were a bad idea. For me, thought, if they considered the matter at all. So the main conflict, like in my own words, was like mother and father had different plans because, like I said, mom was very strict with Harry, but dad was like a little more relaxed. He wanted Harry not to be like a perfect man, but to be like someone that don't like have a job, that have paid well. So the main conflict here is that mom and dad have different like choices for Harry, and none of them let Harry choose what he wants for, like to study, to work, for a job, and that. Like it's a little bit with Calpurnia because the mom don't let her be like what she wants, but Harry don't even like said what he want. So it's like a little different with Calpurnia, but it's still like the same differences and choices. So I think that the conflict, that the character handled well the conflict. Like I don't know because I'm not very sure if yes or no. Because like Harry don't like have to a lot to be in the conflict, but I said like the fathers of Caprina don't manage like good conflict because they don't let like Harry to express himself, to choose what job he wanted. So I think that the characters don't manage very well the conflict. Okay, and now we're going to start with our conclusion.